Hello, everybody, and welcome to what's going to be a very fun episode on the Just Your Average Teach YouTube channel today. Pretty much what the episode's going to be about today is the fact that the Boston Red Sox have won the ALCS and are advancing to the World Series. Whether we face the Brewers or the Dodgers will be later to be determined. And I just kind of want to take this little moment and be that obnoxious, loud fan that a lot of people hate, but everyone secretly loves and wants to be on the inside. But first, I'll be the classy, boring, traditional, oh, way to go fan. I do want to say I am very happy that the Red Sox and Yankees got to play in the first round. I thought it was a very intense series. I thought both fan bases were really into it, and I thought they were actually fairly even matched. It's always nice to get what I feel the greatest rivalry in sports back to where it needs to be. We've kind of missed that little spark power that we've needed lately, and I think meeting in the playoffs will eventually bring it back, just like it was, in the early 2000s, where Veritek was fighting everyone, Pedro was throwing people around, where you just couldn't stand the Yankees and you couldn't stand the Red Sox if you were on the other side of the team. As for the Astros, I thought it was a very well played series as well. You guys really had me nervous there for quite a while. You guys are the defending champs, or were the defending champs. And you guys have a stacked lineup with Verlander and Keuchel and Garrett Cole, and just in your pitching rotation, not meaning even mention Roberto Osuna, as well as you guys have Carlos Correa and just Jose Altuve, just the likes of them. Your guys' lineup was stacked, and honestly had me really worried going into the playoff series. I was nervous the entire time that we would choke or we would collapse or you guys would come back, because your team was the only team that truly made me go, I just don't see how. And I really doubt myself for doubting my team. I don't do that. Normally I'm very confident in my teams, but it's hard to compare how we've played the past couple of years with the first round losses to like the Indians and such, and then having to go up against the stacked load team who's going to compete for a long time coming. It's just kind of terrifying. So once again, congrats to those two teams, but you guys aren't really here to hear me be all nice and everything. You guys aren't here to listen to me shake hands and congratulate both the Yankees and the Red Sox and the Astros. You guys don't want me to do that. You guys want me to be that loud, obnoxious, annoying fan that everyone hates it whenever you have to hear them and they're not for your team. But man, when they're on your team, boy do you love it. And hopefully, just a little hope. There might be a little more comedic value in this than I hope there is. So right now I'm going to kind of tell you exactly what I'm going to be shooting for in case you guys aren't really sure what to expect. I know it may be funnier to just kind of go straight into the rant, but for those who kind of want to know what they're going to get into, if you haven't ever heard of the Dan Lebatard Show on ESPN Radio, back whenever the Miami Heat had LeBron James and Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade, whenever they would beat and go to the finals, he would do this really loud, really obnoxious yelling of how great the Heat were versus how great the teams that they beat, and just kind of just trash them as they went through. And it's honestly great sports radio to listen to because it was hilarious to me, and it's kind of been a running joke between amongst me and my friends, as well as other people that I associate with, that I can kind of do some really funny, just rambling and rants sometimes. So if that's what you're kind of looking for today, then that's exactly what you are going to get. Shh. Do you guys hear that? Do you guys know what that sound is right now? That is the best sound in the entire world. It's the sound of Yankee fans getting told to shut the fuck up and be quiet, because they were put exactly where they belong, out of the playoff race by the Boston Red Sox. They were chanting just before the entire series, "We want Boston, we want Boston." Are you guys sure about that? Because it didn't look like you guys wanted any part of us in that series. My first initial reaction whenever I heard that the Yankee crowd was chanting, "We want Boston," was the whole John Cena meme where he just appears out of a little corner going, "Are you sure about that?" Because I was like, are you really sure you want us? We've kind of been dominant all year, and you guys had a decent regular season against us, but you guys just still couldn't seem to catch up with us or keep a pace with us at all. I mean, there is nothing better than a bunch of Yankee fans just being quiet. It is the best sound in the world. And what's worse is you guys can't even complain about getting lucky or anything. Sure, Angel Hernandez sucked for us, but he also sucked for you guys. He also sucked for he just sucks. That's all it is. Angel Hernandez, I agree with CC Sabathia, which is something I never thought he'd say, should never be umping in a entire playoff game ever again. But you guys chanting, "We want Boston, we want Boston," you guys got one win, and that was against David Price, who notoriously is bad in October. I don't know what it is. He's a good regular season pitcher, but come October, he's just nowhere to be seen. That's the only win you guys got. That's it. That's the only win you guys got against us was against David Price. The other time, you guys got smacked down and put back in your place right where you guys belong. And Aaron Judge having the audacity to walk right past the Red Sox locker room blaring New York, New York after game two, I thought it was hilarious that he thought they were so confident going back to New York, a place where, yeah, sure, they've dominated, but we've also been very dominant at as of late. Here's a little tip for you next time, Judge. Maybe focus more on hitting dingers than trying to troll the Red Sox and getting underneath our skin. I mean, you guys made some big moves in the regular season. You got Zach Britton, who has not been what he was with the Orioles, even whenever he was still with the Orioles. And it's worse because he's an AL East guy, so we kind of know what he does and what he's going to do. You guys getting Giancarlo Stanton in the offseason, hoping to make that giant bolstering lineup, but it didn't really show up except for maybe a game or two. What you guys really probably should have worked on was your pitching core, your starting pitching core, because the fact that Luis Severino is your one and not your two is, to me, is laughable, because Severino is clearly not an ace. And I don't know what you guys were doing getting rid of Girardi and bringing in Boone. I'm still baffling at that one because Girardi was a very competent, very good manager, and you guys are like, nope, nope, get out of here. We don't want you anymore. We're going to bring back in a Yankee. But you guys really should have rethought your "We Want Boston" giant speech whenever you guys look back and realize the last time you guys had an AL East lead was July 1st. Ever since then, you guys haven't even been able to really get close and sniff the AL East. I mean, congratulations, you guys won a wild card game. Why don't you guys put that with your 27 World Series that you guys have won, when half the time it was just because you guys had more money than everyone, and the fact that there was hardly any teams in the league. I mean, I've seen some cocky, arrogant fan bases in my life, but man, the Yankees are just the one franchise I just cannot stand. I liked it whenever they had Jeter and Mariano Rivera and Jorge Posada. Those are the only respectable Yankees. But now you guys got, like, when you guys got A-Rod, I couldn't stand him. CC Sabathia is a joke to me as well because he constantly runs his mouth and can't back it up. And unfortunately, these younger stars like Aaron Judge are learning from him and everything. And it's going to make it where you guys have the worst team of people hating them. So nothing was better whenever we got that series win. In fact, I had more stress worrying about the next series during that Yankees-Red Sox series, getting ready to face the Red Sox Astros, than the actual Yankees-Red Sox series itself. Because honestly, to me, going into the playoffs, you guys weren't really much of anything. I felt like I could have just brushed you guys off my shoulder because you guys were nothing but dust. We crushed you, we obliterated you, and we've owned you, just like we have for the past couple of years now. So I got great satisfaction whenever I saw the champagne being popped at Yankee Stadium, and they were playing New York, New York, just like Aaron Judge did, right whenever he went past us, all singing New York, New York, in New York, at Yankee Stadium, after making sure that the Yankees and their fans went home like sad sacks of shit. And now on to the Houston Astros. I honestly thought you guys were going to put up a little bit more of a series. I thought maybe this would actually go to 7. And you think Bregman would have learned from Judge's trolling tactics that it just doesn't work. His whole Instagram story post of, Evaldi and him getting hit for 3 dingers when he was with the Rays, that's all fine and dandy, I don't care. But maybe try and back it up on the field in the postseason, where it actually matters. And I loved it whenever he struck out by Nathan Evaldi, and Price went up there going, why don't you post that? Why don't you post that? Because you know what, Bregman, you probably should post that. Post that while you're sitting at home watching us win another title. And to think I was actually scared of you guys there for a little bit, but somehow you guys made David Price, who's notoriously bad in October, look like a god. I mean, did you see that performance that he put on you guys? You guys should probably just become property of David Price. I know his dog is named Astro, and he's the dad of that. I didn't realize he's going to become the father of you guys after that series, too. Even with our closer trying to blow away the game at the end, you guys still couldn't get the job done. I just don't understand it. I mean, I understand that we're a good team and everything, but you guys were supposed to be better than us. I thought you guys weren't the Cubs. I thought you guys weren't going to choke after your guys' World Series appearance last year and going to choke in the playoffs this year and not make it back. But you guys will go, oh, well, you guys had the best regular season in baseball this year. Oh, you guys were favored in all of this. You guys gave the Cubs endless amount of crap for ending up just choking in the playoffs like last year, and now it's your turn to choke, and you guys aren't going to be able to handle it. How do I know? Because I've seen it on Twitter and Facebook and all the other social media platforms. You guys are like, well, he had no right to say that. We don't know what was going to happen. Don't even get me started on the fan interference home run. Okay, I don't care. That was one run. It wasn't going to win you the series. It didn't win you the series. It didn't lose you the series. You guys lost the series because you guys got outplayed, outclassed, and outmatched. What's even better is our manager now was your guys' bench boss last year, and he ended up clinching his World Series on his first year coaching against his former team on his birthday. Now that is something truly incredible. And now to the Los Angeles Dodgers, the team we will be facing in the World Series. You guys made it back again. Congratulations. Unfortunately, your guys' string has not been necessarily the greatest lately. You guys spend an insane amount of money every single year to just get so close. Last year, you guys were just so close, and it was ripped away from your hands. And we just beat the team that beat you last year. Sure, you guys have Manny Machado, but come on, we faced him a lot in the AL East. We know what he's going to do, and he's kind of a dirtbag anyway. Kershaw had a good championship series. That's fine, but again, he'll probably choke like he always does in the postseason. It's kind of embarrassing. And we'll just see how the rest of your core shows up and everything, because I'll be surprised if it actually shows up and gives us a good competition. I'm going to guess that we'll probably win in 5 or 6, and it'll be another World Series for me, and another World Series for the Red Sox fan base and Red Sox Nation, the Fenway faithful. Because quite frankly, the Dodgers don't scare me. I was more scared of the Brewers because they have a more dominant bullpen, and their bats were doing good there for a while. But in my opinion, our pitching core is better. Our bats are better. Our bullpen is probably weaker than you guys. But that's about it. Besides our bullpen being worse and you guys spending more money every year than us, that's the only thing you guys will beat us in. So here I go, looking forward to another World Series title.